Yeah, g'day everybody. Albert Jones here again, leader and founder of the Earth Guard. Now, I send you this message because we haven't done any mission reports for, well, some weeks now. And I just wanted to talk about why that's been. You've seen a couple of videos from me, but nothing about what our team's been up to. So, you know, without further ado, let's get into that. Now, there's good news and bad news here. So you may recall that our team closed a portal that was as large as the asteroid belt. Like it had a diameter of, I don't even know. Like it covered half the solar system for crying out loud. And if you watch that video, we closed the portal, and on the other side was the Great Nothing, another representation of the Great Nothing. And he chose not to come through and fight us, which we were fully expecting. I called a complete roll call. Everybody who's part of the teams has to come on this mission because we're expecting a clash with an incredibly powerful being. And it didn't happen. He didn't come through the portal to fight us. Why? Because that would be fighting the battle on our terms. So what did he do instead? Well, he's not a god of confrontation. He's a god of infiltration. So our team for the last 2, 3 weeks has been fighting off an infection where the Great Nothing has been getting into our skulls. And the worst part is everybody who worked, if I worked on another team member, I'd catch it again. I'd have to clear myself and I work on another one, and everybody's cross-infecting each other. So the more senior members of the team will run off their feet. But we looked at it as a whole, and it took a while to sort of figure out what was going on and what our response would be. Sad times, you know. But think about it for a second. We had a multi-dimensional, multi-galactic being hit a small bunch of puny humans. And it took us 2 weeks to figure it out and turn it around and clear the whole thing up. So, although our team took a hit, I think we responded quite well to an unknown that we could not have seen coming. We would not have understood how this creature behaves, but it hit us. I don't think it planned to come to Earth yet. I think it planned on having the full supremacy of the Earth before it showed its face. So it's a really good thing that, not a good thing, but a good sign that it's having to show its hand and play its ace cards much, much earlier than it planned for. So yeah, that's a good thing. Our team rebounded. Now, here's the other piece of information. Like there were about 250 people infected. Or should I say 245 was the number we worked with. And we regard that group of 245 as the sharpest tippity tip point of the spear. Is that even a word? As the sharp end of the spear of humanity. Like we were the spearhead, and so were the other 245, or collectively we're all 245. So that's how many people are really causing the Great Nothing trouble. And they'll all have different names for it, but yeah, it's pretty exciting. And so our team was able to work to liberate all of them too. All operations of the Earth Guard have recommenced, and I think I need to hire a new person to help me with the admin of it all, because there's just way too much for me to cover on my own, and all of the duties that are involved in running this group. So, all good news. Expect more. We had our first mission on the Monday just gone, and there'll be plenty more. I'm sure we'll get back to reporting on just how badly we're kicking the Great Nothing's ass. On a side note, I was teaching one of my classes this week, and we're doing the channeling class where everybody channels this or that deity or this or that ascended master. And somebody channeled the sun. During that conversation, what do you think the sun told us? The sun told us that it's having trouble with a recent influx of different beings, of different ships, different factions from all over the bloody place. And, we talked for a little while and we figured out this is what's going on. The 70% of the previous presence of the Great Nothing is still here. So 30% of it we've managed to push out, which is really, really good. And that reduction in the amount of force it can apply to our solar system has reduced the amount of policing it can do of this solar system. So the solar system's a bit of a mess at the moment. The sun was complaining for a few reasons, because we have opportunists come in, we have allies of the Great Nothing coming in, we have allies of humanity coming in, and we have the curious, which were 24% of the fresh population of the immigrants, of the migrants into our solar system, whatever you call that. 24% are seeing something original or bizarre happen here, and they want to come here to see exactly what's going on, which I think is a really, really good sign. I said to the sun that we're not going to bother with any of those groups just yet, because our primary goal is to liberate Earth, and then we can start thinking about all of the other tasks that might be required. That's going to be awesome. So, good verification that we're doing good things for the Earth and that the sun's really behind us. Yeah. Anyway, all that, like and subscribe to the video. Click as many things as you can possibly see that would help this video, because that's what we all want. I did get a request from somebody who wants to understand what our team is about, without having to watch 50 videos to try and figure it out. So you'll get that video very soon, which is the overview of everything we do. Yep. All right. My love to you all. Stay well, and bye for now.